Okay, so I would like to share the paranormal events that have happened to me to serve as a testimony to people out there. Everything started when I was one day in my room and I went to YouTube, and there was this suggestion which stated man is dragged to hell by a demon and is rescued by the archangel Michael. And I saw the title and I was like, let me see what this guy has to tell. And the video was long, like 1 hour or so, but I couldn't stop watching it, and the guy even cried there and everything, and I cried with him, and it really touched me to the point that after that I just continued watching more and more videos every day, and I just wanted to find something dramatic that would cause me to cry like a baby. They were always talking about, heaven, hell, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and it got to the point that I decided to buy a Bible, and this was not the first time that I had decided to start reading a Bible. Like some months before, I started reading the Bible, but nothing happened. It's just a book, right? So, but this time I had stopped reading it, and I left it back home, and then I moved to another place, so I didn't have one now. So I proceeded to buy one online, and I got it. And when it arrived home on May 17th, 2017, I just grabbed it, and that night I was ready to go to bed, and I opened it and started reading in the New Testament from St. Matthew. And I read a few versicles, half a page or something, and I closed it. And when I did, I just put it on my desk, turned the light off in my room, and when I went to my bed to lay down to sleep, but when I sat, I saw the silhouette of a man from the lateral view, and it was from the neck up. And it was the black silhouette, well delineated, and it was with a background of light. And I was seeing this in the darkness of my room, like for 5-10 seconds, and then it disappeared. And finally, I can lay down on my bed because I wanted to go to sleep, and I started thinking, what the heck was that? And the only thing that I could think of was that I had seen this testimony of a woman in Ecuador, I think, and she said that she went to hell with Jesus and to heaven too, and Jesus wanted her to tell people, because there's some people that don't believe in God, don't believe in anything. So she said one time when she was talking about her testimony that the Holy Spirit was there, and that it was a gentleman, and that he was precious. So what got to my brain at that moment was that I had seen the precious silhouette of a gentleman, and I thought, maybe the Holy Spirit, was pleased that I started seriously this time reading the Bible, because I'm in the process of reading it completely, and I started that time, and so it was like a manifestation of the Holy Spirit, I thought. And and I was, since this happened, I was, excited, and I was like, there's something. So I kept reading the Bible every night before going to bed. And some days passed, maybe some weeks, I don't remember. But then I have this dream in which I see a gigantic star in the sky. And it's like if you have your hand and you extend it and you see it, and you have the sky in your background bigger than your hand. It was a huge star, and the star started moving up and down progressively faster, like this, until the point that it transformed into the planet Earth. And I could see planet Earth like in 3D, in high definition, and on top of the land of planet Earth I could see points of light distributed. As if the star become those points of light. And when I saw that, I woke up, and I was like, it was such an extraordinary dream like I have never had in my life. And after that I was thinking, what was that? But I didn't know anything. I was just reading, Matthew 1/4, 1/2, I don't know, and maybe 1/4, but I didn't know anything. But then when I got to Matthew 5, from verse 14 to 16, Matthew, here in Matthew 5, it has a subtitle of The Light of the World, and it says from 14 to 16, "You are light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So I correlated this with the dream. I was like, okay, the points of light, you are the light of the world. Okay, but what about the star? And I had told this dream to a friend after something else had happened that I will tell later in another video. And he had told me that Jesus is known as the morning star in the Bible. But, I hadn't read it, so I don't know what it is. So, but then when I got to Revelations, chapter 22, verse 16, it says, "I, Jesus, have sent my angel to give you this testimony for the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright morning star." So after that, I was like, this is it. So, it made sense for me. But these two events 1 and 2, were the first things that happened. And then I will tell about the more intense, the climax of the story in the next video.